What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the Bitcoin Bull TBB yet again today. It is the 20th day of July, and here we are sitting at about 1.12 cents with roughly 10 hours and 50 minutes left in this day. We're on the 4-hour time frame, so this is 2 hours, 50 minutes left, but we have 10 hours, 50 minutes left in this day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. We're on our path higher. We have pulled back a little bit from the high so far, but we've seen these kind of pullbacks before. I mean, we look at the initial pullback where the early round snipers kind of came in, whoever got in there and dumped their coins all at once. Probably some people who were panic selling, some people who bought early and then just dumped whenever they saw the massive pump, whatever, full clip their bags. You saw a 92% drop here. From a high to a low, we saw an 81% drop there. Then when things started to get underway, from a high to a low here, we saw a 50% drop. From a high to a low here, we saw a 57% drop. From a high to a low here, we saw a 64% drop. And overall here, from a high to a low, we saw several drops that were around, if not just below, 30% as well. Here, from a high to a low, we have dropped about 30%. Pretty standard stuff as far as this drop goes, a little bit more of a tame drop than we typically see. As the market cap grows, the drops probably will get more tame. It depends. It depends on how we grow. But for now, this drop is pretty standard, is what you would expect to see. We are and have back tested prior resistance as support. We could go lower. It's completely possible, and it is okay if we go lower. That's not my expectation personally, and I'm actually surprised that anybody got the chance for us to go this low anyways, but there's probably some panic selling going on. People who bought here, maybe who bought the top. Panic selling does happen. I was actually looking at some of the wallets that caused this. I don't know if it was this drop. I think it was this drop. Let me see. 1 hour time frame. Yeah, the wallet. There's one wallet in particular that offloaded, like, I want to say like $12,000 worth of coins, and they walked away with like a $300 profit. Like they literally, so they just walked away basically neutral, right? They got in somewhere back over here, it pumped, and then they literally were the reason why it dumped back down here. So that was, and there were other people selling too, but there's predominantly one wallet, one whale wallet that was that got in over here, that got out over here, and that made me think, I made the post that's been pretty damn accurate so far on X. The post that was like, why sell your bags here? Imagine selling here just to buy back later at a higher price. That's what anybody selling here is doing right now. And again, potentially we could go lower. It is possible. It wouldn't be a bad thing if we did shake out more of the weak hands, but I don't know, man. I think there is a lot of attention on this thing. I think there's a lot of people who want to get in, or wish they got in but didn't. Whenever you see a coin like that, you don't typically get those opportunities, and if they do come back, you don't see them last for a long time before we start moving up higher. We've seen these consolidation phases last a few days before. They can last and they can be volatile. This is what's called a shakeout. Shakeouts can be a one-time drop like this, and then we move up. They can be a multi-faceted drop like this, and then we move up, something like that. But looking at this here, it does seem as though so far we are finding support at prior resistance. Again, we can afford to go even a little bit lower as long as we're finding support here. Structurally speaking, that looks really good. We were finding support here before at prior resistance as well, our prior all-time high. And then here, this is right around 1 cent. So prior all-time highs, prior resistance, prior psychological resistance being around that rounded 1 number. It all looks good in my opinion. We take this relative low here to this relative high. We did get above the 236, and statistically speaking, that would typically mean that you do go above that high. But the very next candle you came back down, and that does immediately mean that you're probably going to come down at least to the 0.5, if not the golden ratio. We haven't gotten to the golden ratio. We got really, really, really close. And there's a couple of ways to think about this. One, it's a unfulfilled destiny. We're going to go down to this golden ratio somewhere around 1 cent to just barely below 1 cent. It might be an unfulfilled promise that we have to fulfill before we move higher. Or there's so much demand at this thing that it won't even get near the golden ratio, and that's actually a really bullish signal. Whenever you get close to the golden ratio like this and you don't hit it, that can be seen as front running, where there's so much demand to buy and there's also not enough demand to sell, that the price just doesn't go down there, right? The people here are thinking, I'm not going to sell. Why would I sell when it's about to bounce off the golden ratio? And then likewise, the people who are buying, they might think, why wait? Why would I wait? You know, I could just get in here. Who cares? It's already at a massive discount, already at a 30% discount. I'm not going to wait for this little bit whenever we have more to go. And we definitely have more to go. We definitely have more to go. I feel like I spent a lot of time talking about the downside on this intro to this video. That's also in part because I wasn't expecting us to go lower than this low yesterday, but we did. We did, whatever. So, talking about it here, looking at these indicators, let's start talking about the upside, okay? 1 hour time frame, RSI bounced off the oversold zone yet again. I think I heard my baby. She's probably like, "Hey, let me out. I wanna see you." We'll see. If she gets fussy, I might have to go get her real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, just 1 second. Got a little well, she's not a toddler yet, but she's a little baby. Hold on. I might have to make this video quicker than intended. Wife's in the shower and the baby girl wants to hang out with me. Um, anyways, yeah, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. She gave me this brush. She's in a phase where she likes to, maybe I need it. She likes to give things to people. It's like her thing. There you go. Thank you. I needed that. Thank you. So anyways, for the 1 hour time frame here, you're bouncing off the oversold zone. That's good. The last time that we saw that bounce off the oversold zone, we literally sent it to new all-time highs. We were at the end of our consolidation phase here. We could be at the end of this consolidation phase here. I don't know if this is a bull flag moving up like this. I mean, it's got the right kind of structure, but the flag itself is too large, in my opinion. I wouldn't say that it's a bull flag, but still bullish leaning structure. We did get a lot of volume on this little sell-off here, but there's no follow-through, and it was predominantly from one wallet. So just, one person panic selling. I don't know. It's not enough to make me freak out, and the structure of this is pretty good. It's pretty, it's not like we're breaking through structure. Saying, hey, I'm almost done. Can you hold this for me? Will you hold this for me? How about this? How about this? I'm almost done. Okay, and then we can hang out. Okay? Those are called glasses. They're like sunglasses. You can put them on your head. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, guys. 4 hour time frame. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just like that. Put them on your head. Yeah. The 4 hour RSI is also in these same low areas that we've been historically, where the price finds relative lows as well, and we see some movement up. The MACD overall still looks very bullish. Yes, we're red right now, but think about it this way, right? We're building the most bearish momentum we've ever seen. We've got these lower lows in the MACD showing bearish strength building, and again, the histogram here is the lowest low, and yet we have a higher low. This is the highest low that we've ever had. We're finding support at prior resistance. The bears are exuding strength here, and this is all you got. This is all you got, right? That's actually a bullish thing. It's called hidden bullish divergence. Whenever you're getting this bearish structure pushing through, but you're actually having bullish structure push through on the price, that is called hidden bullish divergence. Lower lows in the indicator, higher lows in the price, hidden bullish divergence. And then, again, we're just finding support here in the RSI. So overall, I think this looks good. I think this is a great time to buy. Even if we do drop like 10% from here, it's still a great time to buy. But that 10% is not promised. I can't pick you up because if I pick you up, people will see your face. You know what? Maybe I'll do this. Let's do this instead. Let's take my face off. We'll take my face off. Then I can hold her and she'll be happier. Anyways, when we do move higher, from a high to a low, the expectation here again is not that we would stop here in the middle of nowhere, but that we would at least go to this 20 cent area, 2 cent area, 1.9 cents to 2.5 cents, and from there continue to build up to this 5.17 cents to 12.6 cent area. This is ultimately where I think we're going to find our next kind of prolonged consolidation phase, perhaps something that's a little bit more broad like this, like what Ansem saw, where it from its high kind of saw a prolonged consolidation phase. That's where I think this will be. Until then, I think we're just working our way up here, and if we are working our way up here and my assumptions are correct, we should see the pace pick up over the days and the weeks to come. But so far, we're at a pretty good pace. I mean, this is fine. Also, I think we're going to move up higher from here, find resistance around 2 cents, if not above 2 cents, and then consolidate and then continue to move higher. I've got to go. I'm sorry that there's all these baby noises, but it is what it is, guys. Hugs and kisses. I'll see you on the next one. Hit that like button. Bye bye.